How can technology raise service costs in services inflation? Imagine a world where the very tools meant to make our lives easier end up making services more expensive. That's what we're exploring today. Technology has a big role in how prices for services change over time. Even though it often helps cut costs and boost efficiency, it can also push prices higher. Let's see how that happens. First, think about the costs involved in adopting new technology. Service providers need to buy hardware like computers, servers, and specialized equipment. They also pay for software licenses and ongoing support. When prices for semiconductors, storage devices, or software updates go up, these expenses increase. For example, if the cost of computer chips rises due to supply chain issues, companies have to pay more for their tech needs. They often pass these extra costs onto customers through higher service prices. Next, many service providers add new fees related to technology. They might charge processing fees, convenience charges, or service fees to cover their expenses. For instance, a bank might add a fee for online transactions to cover cybersecurity costs. These added fees make the final price of a service higher, contributing to inflation. Technology also impacts labor costs. While automation can replace some manual tasks, it creates demand for skilled workers to manage, maintain, and improve these systems. Highly trained IT staff often command higher wages, especially when there is a competitive labor market. As wages rise, service providers tend to raise prices to cover these increased labor costs. Another factor is how companies invest in technology to fight inflation. During times of rising prices, businesses often accelerate their tech investments to become more efficient. But these investments can be costly upfront, especially if supply chains are disrupted or prices for equipment are high. These short-term costs can lead to higher service prices until the investments pay off. Moving from owning physical technology to using cloud-based services also influences costs. Instead of buying and maintaining servers on-site, companies subscribe to cloud services. These subscriptions are ongoing expenses that can add up over time. As a result, the cost of cloud computing services gets passed on to consumers, raising prices. Finally, technology enables more complex and personalized services. Custom digital solutions, tailored software, or advanced cloud services often cost more to deliver. Companies invest in these technologies to meet customer demands, and those costs are reflected in higher service prices. In summary, technology can push service costs upward through higher capital expenses, increased fees, rising wages for skilled workers, and shifting to subscription-based models. While it can also help reduce costs over the long run, the immediate effects of adopting new technology during inflation periods tend to raise prices. This is how technology, despite its many benefits, can contribute to services inflation.